Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending where on the world you are. We are just one short week away from the Global Business Forum in Bengaluru, India. And this is Centerpiece. I am Scott Center from World Trade Center, Savannah. And right next to me is Allison-Wright from World Trade Center, Gibraltar, among others. And we are here to bring you the highlights of the 2024 February newsletter. And I brought some props along, as Ed did last time. I've got these beautiful cufflinks from World Trade.
Where are they from, Scott?
They're from a rock in the middle of the ocean called Gibraltar, World Trade Center Gibraltar. And from right here in Savannah, I walked over with the World Trade Center Savannah stockings. So we're very equipped. Also, I want to thank everybody for sending in their articles. Please continue to send in your articles to the newsletter. Latinoamerico, por favor. Ed, thanks for joining me.
Thank you very much, Scott. It's great. Thanks for having me back. It's great to be part of this newsletter review. And I didn't think I could raise you, but I will try and raise you here with a World Trade Center Twente waffles from Holland.
Oh,
very
that's
nice.
Delicious. So what we're trying to do is spotlight the best articles out of the newsletter that the World Trade Center staff back in New York City does such a fantastic job of each month. And I urge you, after watching this, to delve deeply into that newsletter, because it's just too much for us to cover here in this short time. But there's so much more in the newsletter, and it goes into more detail and a lot more interesting.
Absolutely. And before we set out to share our stories worldwide, we'd like to ask for your help in raising awareness about the World Trade Centers Association brand and its members. So that's why we're going to ask you for assistance in two different ways. So firstly, we'd like to have your digital collateral sent in. So pictures, videos, stories, testimonials featuring your World Trade Center branded buildings and events. So that's going to be stuff that you guys will already have. It's probably just in a file. It's an administrative task, but if you could just put a little bit of time aside to do that, we can give as much ammunition as we can to the guys at the WTCA. Secondly, go out and actively engage with the WTCA LinkedIn page. So every single day there are fresh posts for us to like, repost, and to send to our WTC members and partners. In fact, Scott, you may or may not be aware, obviously we've got the WTCA page specifically focused on real estate, for instance, which is World Trade Centers Association -real estate on LinkedIn. And so we need to really encourage people to make sure they're following that, so that they can connect and be involved in all of the content around real estate within our network as well.
Yes, that's a great point, Ed. I will have to admit I have been a little recalcitrant in following the real estate page, but it's a very valuable resource, and I'm going to send that out to all my real estate contacts back here in Savannah and the region, and I'm going to try to get a lot of followers for you.
And yeah, and by taking the time to promote our WTCA channels and share the amazing activities that are taking place at our local World Trade Center locations, we can really highlight the thriving connections and benefits of belonging to an impactful network. So, the contribution from everyone and all our members is vital to our collective success and growth in this area.
If you look beneath us, you'll see the address for you to send in all your images, articles, all your collateral material. We're going to really supercharge this network by doing this. And it's all about serving the members. And speaking of members, we've got some new members. If you remember, last month, Ed told us about WTCA AMTZ. It's a medical hub in India that is now a World Trade Center, which is very exciting. And we've got two more from India this month. We've got World Trade Center Genome Valley and World Trade Center Indore.
That's fantastic news. I mean, it's literally, there's so much activity going on there. Right, Scott, how about we go around the world, starting with Latin America this time?
Si, Eduardo.
All right, so hopefully you've had a chance to review the latest WTCA Prime Office Index, which is a collaboration with Latin Trade. I found these reports really valuable because they delve into the commercial real estate sector and they shed some light on the innovative strategies that developers are adopting. So what's striking and noticeable is the mind shift towards portfolio diversification. There's growing emphasis on properties serving essential services, resilient industries such as healthcare facilities, logistics centers, and data centers. It's definitely evident that the landscape of the office world has evolved, particularly post-pandemic, And this is presenting a new reality for commercial real estate that we can all learn from.
Well, as our real estate guru, I'm sure this has given a lot of ideas for your very, very fertile mind. Let's go to Asia now. There's so much happening over there, not least of which is our Global Business Forum in Bengaluru, starting just 1 week from now on March the 3rd and going to the 6th. But there's a lot of opportunities to share in Asia. We've
sure. I mean, it's like you said, it's gratifying to witness our association forging a partnership agreement with the Confederation of Real Estate Developers Association in India. I mean, just to envisage the actual magnitude of that collaboration, you've got network boasting over 12,500 members spread across 200 cities and more throughout India, and this is all happening, in the eve of our Global Business Forum.
Yeah, this is a great report for you, Ed. As your growing empire, I'm sure this is you're like a kid in a candy store seeing all those opportunities, and good on you. Our latest newsletter featured some updates from World Trade Center Mendong, New City, World Trade Center Chennai, World Trade Center Bengaluru, World Trade Center Haiku, World Trade Center Kochi, World Trade Center Metro Manila, World Trade Center Navi Mumbai, World Trade Center Shamshabad, and World Trade Center Visakhapatnam.
Impressed. I think we're all going to look at those stories.
The one out of those, one of them that really caught my eye, and I think will catch your eye and everybody's eye, is World Trade Center Manila. They're holding the largest 2024 wedding convention at their great facility. And I don't know if you know much about the Philippine weddings, but it's a sight to behold. It's a very beautiful cultural ceremony, and one of the things that they do is it's the money dance, and you have the bride and groom dancing around, and people are pinning money bills all over, not like invoices, but real currency on their suits, and so the young couple can get off to a nice, good financial start. It's really a cool thing. It's one of the things that make Philippine weddings so special.
Well, we'll have to ask Pamela more about that. I mean, it's one thing I do know. So the JSA and WTCA team give us these scripts, and I took this script around to my Philippine colleagues earlier, and they were explaining that some of the renowned lavish feasts or fiestas feature some of those traditional dishes known as lechon, which is the roast pig, adobo, which is the meat stew, and also the pancit noodles. So it sounds, I'm starting to get hungry thinking about it.
Cool.
So what about Europe? Let's shift our focus to Europe. So first off, massive congratulations to World Trade Center Bucharest on celebrating 30 years this year in the WTCA. Great achievement. Meanwhile, Cyprus has hit the news again. They're proposing ways in which to facilitate growth by streamlining its building permit process. That's sure to be welcomed by the commercial real estate industry as a whole. This initiative also presents one of those opportunities for sharing best practices in our network, which we've done before. So well done, Cyprus. In other news, updates from World Trade Center Dublin, WTC Trieste, and WTC Gran Bretagna highlight a really strong connectivity and engagement within these centres. And then additionally, it's been exciting in the last few days to witness the launch of World Trade Center Paris Business Club by World Trade Center Paris, a development that will further enhance collaboration within our network. And it featured some of our foremost European members, including the chair of our Iraq, Freck Faber of World Trade Center 20, who also serves up some fantastic waffles as well.
Well, I'm very jealous that that Freck got to go to Paris and not us. It's one of the most thrilling things to see Paris getting really engaged, and it's a stunning facility. I'm very excited about this.
And I think the good thing, Scott, the good thing as well is that we're beginning to get FOMO for these events, with fear of missing out. And I think if we're beginning to get that, we can tell that the network's exciting.
Yeah, we missed out. All right, now on to North America. From the latest news we got in the newsletter, we have updates from news at World Trade Center Utah. Exciting developments at, of course, World Trade Center Savannah. Upcoming events are hosted by the very active World Trade Center Washington, D.C. There's a lot to catch up on. And a really cool thing that shows the power of this network is the American World Trade Centers that were featured at the Economic Development Leadership Council that was held in Phoenix. And in that really very prestigious summit, we had participants from World Trade Center Kansas City. Thank you, Melissa. World Trade Center Arkansas. That's my dear friend Denise. Tim from World Trade Center St. Louis, and Stephen from World Trade Center Los Angeles. So congratulations to all of them, and especially to Melissa from World Trade Center Kansas City. All you Americans will understand why I say that.
Of course, and well done, everyone. And before we wrap up, Scott, I think we've got to have a couple of important reminders for everyone. So firstly, we can't wait to see all of you in Bengaluru. So if you are attending, be sure to check out the Know Before You Go video in the link provided below, probably somewhere like there. And we're also excited to announce the first ever WTCA TV at this year's forum. And we want to interview you. So to secure your spot, all you need is to reserve a time in our Calendly link. So scan the QR code in the corner or here to sign up later today.
Yeah, it's a big thing with this World Trade Center Global TV. You can promote your World Trade Center to the entire planet, or your business, or your local community, whatever you want to do. Please sign up. If you're going all the way to India for this forum, take advantage of it and broadcast yourself all across the world. It's a fantastic opportunity, and it'll be a lot of fun too. So this is it. This is the last centerpiece before we all convene in Bengaluru, India, in just a few short days from now, just a week away. I can't wait to see you. Can't wait to see all of you. And thank you for watching. And Ed, thank you for participating.
Thanks, Scott. See you in India.
Bye.